A little bit of a story time right now. And yes, it's gonna involve my child. He's not so young anymore, 25 and counting. However, this thing is really interesting because you might be able to relate to it as well. Nate loved Lion King. Oh my goodness, it was his movie to watch. And we had it on all the time when he was playing. So he would play with his Legos or with Play-Doh or whatever he was doing. And Lion King was always on. And this is important part. So he was in his bedroom, 2 rooms over, playing and listening to a Lion King on the blast because, kids like to do that, right? Anyhow, I was in a living room having a tea with a friend of mine when we were discussing what happened the previous weekend and what the kids did and so on and so on. At that time, he was about 4 years old. And then he burst in, right? He burst in and he goes like, "Why are you talking about me?" I'm like, "I'm not." He goes, "I heard what you said." And he literally repeated the whole conversation, right? So, clairaudience is a real thing. Hearing without hearing, yes, it is. It's a real thing. As you know, all the clairs, all the psychic senses or senses, or whatever you call it, they work on what? On energy. And energy is consistent flow, a consistent movement, right? Consistently transmutes. So when kids are young, all their senses are extra sensitive. So they pick up on everything much faster. Hence, we also say, trust the kids. If they don't like someone, there's a reason, because they pick up on that energy before we do. Because at that time, they're still innocent. They don't have the life experiences that we did that make us self-doubt, right? So clairaudience basically is hearing things without hearing. Sometimes messages are meant to be heard, not said. So that means that you can hear a whisper, you can have a ring in the ear, a song will come on, or you'll hear a song or a poem just in the right moment, just when you needed it. That's clairaudience. Your spirit guides, your angels, that's how they communicate. However, it's not just for them. Just like the child can hear a conversation over. Sometimes we can hear it and we think it's like a radio that we can't fully grab onto, right? And we think it's spirit. Sometimes it is, but sometimes you're just eavesdropping on somebody else's conversation because you're in that space. When does clairaudience works the best? When you're tired, when you just don't give a damn, because at that time you're out of your logic. Do you have a story? Because I tell you, clairaudience is a real thing.